Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Tonight we're having a premiere party for my Millionaire Matchmaker episode that I filmed over the summer, and we'll find out if I met my match. What happened, I got an email one day, which I thought was a joke, from a casting agency asking if I was single. They saw that I was a divorce attorney. They thought it would be a good idea for the show. And I wrote them back just sort of as a joke, and they came out, they filmed an interview with me, and 2 months later they said, boom, we want you for the show. They find your faults and tear you down, so I don't even know what I'm in store for. And then they try and correct some of your behavior so that you're, I don't know, better, suited to be in a relationship. And then you meet a whole bunch of women, you choose one to go on a date with, they film the date, and then you have to watch it to find out what happens. So they filmed on Long Island, out by my office, which is RXR Plaza. Then the date was filmed in Manhattan, and then my background information with my dog and me, just, my daily life was all done on Long Island.
I said, what? What are you talking about? Explain yourself, TV. Doing what? There is always somebody for one another, so hopefully he'll find somebody. What's his charm? What's his charm? I don't know.
I said, oh my God, because I watched the show. I thought I was one of the only 2 or 3 people who did. And I was fearful, oh, Patty's gonna do something to him and I'm gonna be embarrassed for him, that I wouldn't want to watch the show. But I said, well, see how it works out. One never knows. I don't think there is a secret. I think it just happens. You'll run into someone, whether it's on Facebook, on a reality show, at a wedding. I think there's no tried and true thing of this happening, of you finding your mate. We met at my best friend's wedding. He was marrying her cousin. So we met at the rehearsal dinner, we went along, and I asked her out for after the wedding. And we've been together over 40 years, 39 years married. We've known each other 41, 42 years. So that's how we met.
Since I was about 5, I've known him then, since kindergarten. I mean, I can remember back in the days where we would go in the back of the classroom to get the little cartons of milk. So we've known each other quite a while. And I think when it's there, it's just going to be like instantaneous, like, wow, I know. It's kind of like the thunderbolt comes down and hits it. This is the one, though. So it's going to have to be a very unique individual, but I think when it's there, it's going to happen just instantaneously.
People definitely meet a lot now in this day and age, dating. I know eHarmony is very common for people meeting on eHarmony. This way is definitely another way, but I would say most people meet from friends. My last blind date, I'm still with a guy for about 1.5 years now, so it definitely can work for people.
I have been on a blind date before. You know what? Some were good and some were okay, weren't bad. It's definitely a surprise. Yeah, I remember. My parents, actually. Yeah. I know. My mom said, listen, it's time for you to meet someone, and, you're going out with him, and that's it. So, I mean, he was a nice guy. But not the guy.
But there's so many different people nowadays that can't find love. They don't know what to do. And even especially now with the internet age, nobody knows where to look anymore. So with all of the new shows coming out, why not? I mean, it's just at least one more opportunity to meet a new person. And if you don't find love there, at least you met a new friend.
It could take anywhere from a week to a month, depending on how they decide to edit it. And a lot goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't see. A lot of chaos goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't see, but it's a good thing that it's all being edited out and we're seeing the good stuff.
In my 30s, I was still looking for the good-looking guys or whatever, but I have like a new attitude. No more flash in the pants. No more flash in the pants, because they don't, you don't get anywhere with that. You get somewhere with stability and someone who's solid, somebody who actually could be there for you and give you what you actually need.
It may be all me, maybe. I think I'm kind of picky. I think it's hard for me to find somebody that fits my criteria. Somebody really smart and who can make me laugh and down to earth, comes from a good family, things like that. I am surprised that he's still single. Yeah, he seems like a great guy.
Actually, a few people have recognized me just from the commercials this past week. Really? Yeah, it's been funny. I got recognized at the post office and then at Roosevelt Field. I learned that sometimes I'm too quick to move on to somebody else. Instead of really committing and trying to work through something, I'll be like, all right, I'll just find somebody new.
Everybody has their moments where nothing is perfect, but you work those things out. That's how he makes a living, by people not working it out. And I think if you can work it out, you'll survive.
They rehabilitated me, and then out of the 20 or so women they had at this party, I chose 2 to go on like little 5-minute dates with. From that, I had to choose 1 to go on the actual date with. And we went out, it was sort of friendly, it wasn't really anything romantic. There wasn't that sort of connection there. So I'm still single, still looking. If you're out there, let me know. Email the station.